check out the All-American Otaku show. It's gonna be awesome!
Welcome to the All American Otaku Show. First bit of news today is we still have open voting for the name of the cat girl. If you really want to name the cat girl or go to where there is, please take a time to vote. We got only 5 votes so far. Hope it will still be open for the next couple months. So please go on there and vote. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the All American Otaku Show. Today's video is about the review of Record of Lodoss Wars, a classic and powerful anime that resembles the idea of Dungeons and Dragons, the idea of traveling from one place to another, adventures and campaigns and amazing villains and epic stories. The first part of it focused on Parn and Deedlit, and they're trying to stop Ashram from gaining the Septum of Domination, which was the big dream for the former emperor of Mono to have the scepter and control everybody and control all the allies. Ashram goes for to find the scepter by fighting these various different dragons, and finally there's this dragon called I don't remember Storm Shadow, I think. I could be completely wrong on that. Finds the dragon, defeats the dragon with the help of Parn and Deedlit trying to help him and trying to defeat him and stop him. They finally throw the scepter domination down the lava thing. The dragon comes in there and burns up in the lava, and Ashram jumps into there, seemingly what we believe is killed into the lava thing. And then it goes into the second part of the anime, which was the idea of trying to fight the Prevention Rising of Cardass, and the idea of the main character Spark, which is like a spark of revolution or spark of nobility, a spark of honor, was his name being Spark, who goes in there and gets in trying to become a knight he thinks he should. He messes up and lets a crystal get taken by a dark elf who suddenly disappears and stuff, and then eventually this leads them to protect the staff of life. And he meets Nice, who ends up becoming a more romance and more love interest, who is end up being a cleric of the group. A cleric, if you're not familiar with D&D, is like a priest who uses prayers for spells and follows a various different god. This also introduces a mercenary, a big guy, I can't remember his name, and they also have a character named Leaf, who's a half elf, who has similar powers to Deedlit, which is spiritual magic, as well as sword fighting abilities. They have a thief on their team, who's not revealed to be a thief, who thinks he's a mercenary, but it's a thief, who knows that one of the characters is an actual nobility, and protect a Spark, who's up to eventually become king when King Cashew passes away or steps down, who ends up wanting to be a knight. That's why Cashew was trying to protect him and send these mercenaries and everything else to help him and protect. They go on the mission to defend the Staff of Life, which ends up getting captured by Wagner, an evil mage who wants to bring destruction around the world, and then ends up being controlling himself, become King of the Dead. This anime also has characters such as Nice, who is the cleric and the daughter of the high priestess, as daughter of another cleric, and who are end up being married, who ends up being the gatekeeper of the god of the destruction, Cardis. This leads into the idea of love and loss, following your dreams, which is a clear theme for a lot of anime. It's the 90s, but it's not an ultra violent anime or an ultimate sexualized anime, as some of the 90s animes tend to be. This anime fills the love and everything else have D&D. This anime falls in that in spades. This anime is really well written, well designed, and well created. This anime is starts off with very only problem with the anime is the voice acting is a little dated, where voice acting has become a huge mainstream main thing later on, were better and more clearer. The English voice acting kind of little to desire. The animation itself is great. It's hand drawn like normal animation. Record of Lodoss Wars lives on through video games such as Deedlit's Amazing Cast Wonder Labyrinth, which is a game that was on the Switch, PlayStation 5, and plays like Symphony and Night in Castlevania. Great anime, great story, great D&D style thing, great feel of the like old school D&D. There is a lot of action, a lot of storytelling, and a lot of will they, won't they stuff between Niece and, of course, Spark, who ends up as love interest and things. How they're going to save the person, how they're going to do this. It's like one campaign after another campaign after another campaign, another missions. It really fills the idea of Dungeons and Dragons, even though it isn't Dungeons and Dragons. The idea of elves, dark elves, berserkers, and so forth. If I was going to give this anime anything, it would be a 5 out of 5, even though the voice acting is kind of a little rough at times. Thank you.
Welcome to the show where anime dreams come alive. Let's go! All American Otaku vivified, diving deep into the anime tide. From the screen to the page, we're turning every stage. All American Otaku, their worlds collide. From the 90s till now, the passion's been real. Anime and manga, it's how we feel. Conventions and scenes, cooking up dreams. Japanese culture bursting at the seams. From the 90s till now, the passion's been real. Anime and manga, it's how we feel. Conventions and scenes, cooking up dreams. Japanese culture bursting at the seams. All American Otaku vivified, diving deep into the anime tide. From the screen to the page, we're turning every stage. All American Otaku, their worlds collide. I'm there and Mr. Pat by my side, exploring every genre, let's take that ride. From action to drama, it's all here. Community strong, let's make it clear. Otaku dreams, we're chasing the light, exploring new stories every day.